Small revenge against hoarders. This happened during that crazy time when everyone was panic buying toilet paper. You know, when people were acting like the world was ending and stores looked like they'd been robbed. I was at the grocery store trying to get my normal weekly shopping done. The place was chaos. Empty shelves everywhere. People speed walking through the aisles with their carts piled high with random stuff. I'm walking past the paper goods aisle when I hear this couple yelling, like actually screaming at these two elderly people. The elderly couple looked like they were in their 70s, maybe 80s. The woman was using a cane. The younger couple, probably mid-30s, had this shopping cart that was literally overflowing with toilet paper. I'm talking like 30 packages stacked so high they could barely push the thing. It looked absolutely ridiculous. The elderly man was asking really politely if they could spare just one package. He explained that the shelves were completely empty and they'd run out at home. His voice was shaky and you could tell he felt awful even having to ask, but this couple was having none of it. The woman sneered at him and goes, "We got here first. Maybe you should have come earlier instead of being so slow." Her husband laughed and added, "Not our problem, you didn't plan ahead. Find your own." The elderly woman looked like she was about to cry. She kept apologizing, saying they didn't mean to bother anyone. They just really needed one pack. That's when the younger woman got even nastier. She literally said, "Well, that sounds like a you problem, not a me problem." Then she turned her back on them and kept loading more packages into her cart from a display she must have found. I felt my blood boiling. These people had enough toilet paper to last them like 6 months and they couldn't spare one package for an elderly couple who had nothing. I walked over to the elderly couple and said loud enough for the others to hear, "Don't worry about them. Finish your shopping and meet me at the front of the store in 10 minutes. I'll take care of this." The elderly man looked confused but nodded. His wife squeezed my hand and whispered thank you. They slowly walked away and I pretended to look at stuff in the same aisle as the hoarder couple. They were too busy congratulating themselves about their toilet paper score to notice me. The guy was on his phone bragging to someone about how much they got. He's literally saying, "We're set for the whole year, babe. I'm a genius." I waited until they both turned to grab something else. Then I quickly reached into their mountain of toilet paper and pulled out 2 packages. I tucked them under my arm and walked away before they could notice. My heart was pounding like I just robbed a bank. I found the elderly couple near the checkout and handed them the packages. The woman actually started crying and kept trying to pay me. I told them it was a gift and to have a good day. But I wasn't done yet. I found a store manager and explained what I'd witnessed. I told him about the couple verbally abusing elderly customers and how they were hoarding an insane amount of toilet paper during a shortage. I said other customers were getting upset about it too. The manager's face went serious. He called security and they went to find the couple. I hung back near the front and watched the whole thing go down. The couple made it to checkout and the cashier started scanning their stuff. Then the manager and 2 security guards walked up. The manager told them they needed to come with him. The couple started arguing immediately. The woman was shouting about how they paid for this stuff and couldn't be kicked out. The guy was threatening to call corporate, but the manager stood firm. He said they'd received multiple complaints about their behavior and the store reserved the right to refuse service to abusive customers. Security took their cart and escorted them out. The woman was screaming the entire way. Everyone in line started clapping. The cashier was smiling. Even the security guards looked satisfied. I walked out feeling like I just won the lottery. Those hoarders got exactly what they deserved and that elderly couple got their toilet paper. Best shopping trip ever.